welcome to Boomhauer 69 channel. And today, Boomhauer's out here in the snow enjoying the nice snowstorm we got. Yep, this is the snowstorm we got. I'll tell you one thing, you can see by my hair the wind blowing and stuff. It's what it is the wind, from what I'm seeing, is snow is coming down. Wind's also picking up what snow is on the ground, because this is light fluffy snow. For those of you who don't know, in Michigan, this is pretty fluffy light stuff, and it's blowing all over. It's Friday night, Saturday actually, because I'm out here and it's about 12 a.m. in the morning. And I thought I'd do a little video about the snowstorm. I'd hate to be somebody that's got to go to a third shift job right now and have to drive in this snowy weather now. And for those of you who don't live in Michigan, you live in a state that's sunny, like you live in the South where you don't get snow, driving in this weather can be a pain in the butt. And, later on, I'll be out here with a shovel, shoveling it, or snow blowing it. But yeah, this weather right here is not pretty, I'll walk a little ways. I don't have a flashlight on me, so my camera will be kind of dark, my face and stuff. And I don't have no wind blocker filter or anything blocking the wind, so you're gonna get a lot of wind noise from this vlog. But I thought I'd come outside here and do a video about the snow here. You can hear that wind, it's coming down good, I'm glad I don't gotta drive in this weather right now. If I did, if I had to, like if I was working a third shift job and I had to go to work, I'd probably call in sick. But yeah. When I was a kid growing up, in the winter, in this kind of weather, and it was during the week, I love it because we'd end up getting what they call a snow day, which is where they would cancel school because buses wouldn't be able to make it out, and plow trucks wouldn't be making it out in time to plow the road so the school bus could pick up the school children. So a lot of times we would end up having what they call a snow day, and that's where they just cancel school, where teachers and students didn't have to come into school that day. But the only thing is, we'd have to make that up, those days up in the summer. So yeah, we got some good high winds. Matter of fact, podium here just fell off the porch, so I wouldn't be a bit surprised if in certain areas here in Michigan in this cold temperature, power goes out. I wouldn't be a wee bit surprised. Chairs, see if I can't. I got one of those cheap folding canopy chairs in the right now. The wind's picking up and going doing enough to run by. Yeah, but I can see right now snowflakes on it like crazy. See if I can't wipe it off here. So yeah, she's definitely coming down good. But yeah, as a kid I loved this kind of weather because you get a snow day out of her and wouldn't have to go to school during the week, But as an adult, I don't like it much anymore, When you're a kid, it was fun because you could build snow forts, go sliding, and build snowmen and all that stuff. But now, as an adult, this I would say is pretty much the worst snowstorm we had so far this year. Usually about this time is when we get smashed. Usually around December is when it kind of starts to lightly snow, and then January and February are the 2 months where it just smashes you with snow and you're sitting there thinking, oh my goodness, and where you're thinking about you wanting to move to Florida and the states that don't have snow. Yeah, but my long hair, you can tell the wind's really picking her up, and yeah, she's kind of nice whiteout conditions there. I have to keep wiping this down there. so y'all can see my ugly mug. Yeah, it's picking up and everything, but yeah, if you're somebody that, you know, in climates where you get snow, you know, you live in the south or in warmer climates where you're sunny and you never driven in snow before, if you ever planning a trip to like the northern states that do get snow and stuff, like around this time of year, February, January, February area, I would recommend not doing it, because you'll have flight delays if you're flying and having all kinds of trouble. And if you don't know how to drive in this weather, I would not, no, definitely 100% not recommend it, but because you can definitely get hurt in this weather if you gotta drive in it. Like if I had to drive in this weather right now, I'd be going so slow, scared I'd probably get stuck and wouldn't even make it back home. So you gotta really know what you're doing and be careful and stuff, because I've had times where my brother, he had a job where he'd get out at about 11:30 and I'd have to go get him, and even in this cold weather and bad weather like this, and I had to drive real careful. I'd be if I had to drive in this weather right now, I'd be clamping my butt cheeks together and hoping I don't ruin a good pair of Fruit or Loons, because this is scary weather. And so, for those of you who never drove in this weather, you know, you live in Florida and sunny states and you're planning on coming to Michigan around this time, I would say don't do it. You know, wait until spring and fall time when there's no weather, or if you absolutely gotta, you know, for family member reasons or emergency reasons, I would suggest trying to get one of those Uber drivers or some sort of taxi chauffeur type person to come and take you. Yeah, I keep having to wipe my camera off because the wind's blowing snow on it and stuff, and snowflakes are getting on it, but yeah, here's what kind of a Michigan winter looks like. You know, from my point of view, and here in Michigan, I live in Michigan in the mitten part. I don't live in the Upper Peninsula, or the UP as Michiganders call it. Other parts they call it the Upper Peninsula. I live in the actual mitten part, the part that looks like a hand. But yeah, it's blowing snow like crazy. And now some of you people who probably live in like Oregon and Washington and the mountain states, or you Canadians, you're probably going to be watching this and getting a good chuckle and saying, oh, that's no, you know, you Canadian people, like, oh, that's mild compared to what we get, you know. So you'll probably laugh at me, you know. But yeah, well, you people who are from the south and areas that don't get snow, you know, if you do gotta come to Michigan around this time, this is what you're gonna see. And you know, and I highly suggest, if you've never driven in winter to, before you come to Michigan around this time, get on the computer, look up videos how to drive in the winter. There's tons of videos out there, because snow, ice, because this stuff right here can freeze overnight and become ice and make the roads real slick, or it can become wet and slushy. Like, you ever have a slushy at like the 7-Eleven and stuff? That's what the snow can turn to, and make it real slick, where if you're not careful and you don't have the proper tires and proper driving skills, you could slide off the road, end up in a ditch and really hurt yourself, or worse, end up in a hospital. I had times in this weather where one time I had a Ranger pickup, and I even one time slid and did almost like a 180, and I was going slow for the weather. I was going 25 miles per hour or even lower, even slower than that, but I just still slide and stuff. Even earlier today, it was Friday morning, I even did a little 360 slide for the very first time. I actually did a 360 in the car, but I was going so slow that it didn't do anything, and there was no other cars, because I was turning a corner. I was coming up to the corner, making a left turn, and I did a slow little 360, nothing that could do anything. And I was going, lucky I was going slow, because if I would have been going fast, that would have whipped me around. I would have ended up in a ditch or something, or because on that one side it's a kind of got a little ditch area where I would have, if I wasn't careful. But lucky for me, I was able to, the car, I was going slow enough where the car did the 360. It stopped, and I was able to, and I was still on the actual road, and I was able to crank my car to the proper lane and be able to, and I ended up turning, and then I turned into the little party store and then turned out to go back to my house, because I was on my way back from dropping my brother off from work. And yeah, there's definitely pretty soon the plow truck should be going down the roads trying to make it, I again feel sorry for all the Michiganders that are doing night shift jobs or coming home from their second shift and having to drive in this weather. It's not pretty, but yeah. Snow, what it is snow is coming down. Wind is blowing like crazy, so I wouldn't be a bit surprised if there was any power outages, tree branches knocking down. And in this weather, if you don't have a backup heating source, you're gonna freeze if you're not careful. Like for me, if my power was to go out, I live in town, so it's kind of rarely that in my village we have power outage. But if I did, right now, let's say my power went out, I have a backup kerosene heater that all I gotta do is just take some matches, strike a match, and I can light the wick and have heat, or I can simply plug in 2 batteries, and it's got a electronic igniter on it where it will ignite the pilot. But the good thing for me is I don't gotta use that, because I got power. But I have the kerosene heater for my backup emergency heating source, because I can't afford to install in my house a actual wood stove. And then if I did install a wood stove, then I would run into the challenge of trying to find somebody with firewood to burn wood and all that stuff. So, because I don't live out in the woods where I can go out in the woods and chop down a tree and make firewood, So I'm thankful for the kerosene heater I got. The only downfall with that is, once my kerosene runs out, then I have no heating, and I'm going to be up against using all kinds of sleeping bags and the warm clothes and this coat I got, the outer coat and all that good stuff. Yeah. Yep, as you can hear it, the wind's picking up. I just wanted to do a quick little vlog video about the winter snowstorm. I say this is one of the bad ones we had this year. But usually around January, February, March, towards getting towards the beginning of spring and the end of winter, we get smashed with all kinds of snow and stuff. Usually the joke is in Michigan, all we have winter and road. But yeah, she's not doing too good. So, well, I'm freezing, so I'm gonna go back in the house here where it's nice and warm. And I hope I did a good enough job at making a little vlog video for y'all. Here's my porch. I can't really see much. But yeah, if you like these sort of videos, feel free to subscribe to my channel, because I'll be doing more of these vlog videos and stuff on maybe Michigan's winter, and give you a little more update stuff. Matter of fact, I don't know if you've seen that. It's been around fast enough, but there was a car that had to drive in this weather. But yeah, if you like these sort of videos, again, I know professional YouTuber guy, cameraman, what you call it, I guess. I'm just new to this whole thing and trying it out and stuff, and seeing where it leads to. So if you like this sort of video, feel free to subscribe to my channel, because again, I'll try to do maybe more blog videos and stuff. Maybe I'll do some more winter blog videos, and maybe build a snow fort or something, like I used to do when I was a kid. I used to build snow tunnels and and snowmen and stuff. Maybe I'll do a video about building a snow fort or something. I don't know, but yeah. Comment below what you thought about this video and what your experience with winter is, where you live, and how do you go about certain things, you know, whatever. You know, feel free to comment below and again, thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe because it will definitely help me out. And hope you all have a good day, and thank you for watching. Sorry you can't see my face at the end here.